Chapter 2, Mishnah 7. The lechem hapanim, showbread, are 12 unleavened loaves of wheat bread that are baked in the Beis Hamikdash each Friday. Each Shabbos they are arranged on the shulchan table in two separate stacks, 6 in each stack. A spoonful of levona is placed on the shulchan table along with the stacks, see Menachos chapter 11, Mishnah 5. The loaves and levona remain on the shulchan for the entire week. The loaves are removed from the shulchan on the following Shabbos, after which the levona is burned on the mizbeach, and the 12 loaves are eaten by the Kohanim. See Vayikra chapter 24, verses 5 through 9. This Mishnah discusses the levels of sanctity reached at each level of its preparation and offering. The lechem hapanim is subject to me'ilah from when its flour is verbally consecrated. Once the loaf develops a crust in the oven and thereby acquires the status of bread, it receives a higher level of sanctity and becomes capable of being disqualified through contact with the tevel yom or a mechusar kippur, and it becomes fit to be arranged on the shulchan. Once the spoonfuls of levona were offered on the mizbeach, thereby permitting the lechem hapanim to be eaten by the kohanim, one can become liable to kares for the transgression of pigol, nosar, or tame by eating the lechem hapanim in a situation where one of those laws applies. That is, if the kohen removed the levona from the shulchan, and while bringing it to the mizbeach, or while burning it on the mizbeach, he had in mind to eat the lechem hapanim after the time by which it must be eaten, the lechem hapanim becomes pigol. If after the levona is offered on the mizbeach, someone eats the lechem hapanim that became pigol, he will be liable to kares. Similarly, after the levona is offered on the mizbeach, a person can become liable to kares for the transgression of eating nosar if he eats the lechem hapanim after the required time. Also, after the levona is offered, a person can become liable to kares for eating the lechem hapanim while he is tame. And after the levona was offered, the lechem hapanim is no longer subject to me'ilah, since at this point the lechem hapanim becomes permitted for the kohanim to eat. It is no longer in the category of the holies of Hashem. Therefore, it is not subject to me'ilah.